Okay, second attempt at doing a quick live feed for you guys in the Wimbledon Strength Club. Lost my signal just now. If I lose it again, I'll record and upload. So I've just finished my training session with Joe and Jules and myself, and it was a strong session. They finished the session with a few Litvinovs, which is a very, very nice way to finish a session. If you don't know what a Litvinov is, look it up. It's basically you do like eight heavy squats and then a 10-second sprint for 3 to 5 rounds without much rest in between. It's pretty fucking brutal. Anyway, that's what the boys finished off on. I was doing a slightly different program, but during the workout, during the session, a couple of things occurred to me, and I wanted to quickly share them with you because I think they could be of value to you and your training. Maybe in life in general, who knows. But the two things are doing what doesn't hurt and stopping what does hurt, okay? So the first thing, doing what doesn't hurt, this is an insight that's come from just myself personally recently. I've been having a bit of trouble with the shoulder. It's maybe bony spurs, maybe arthritis, maybe a labrum thing. Don't know yet until I get some ultrasound. So for the last couple of weeks, I've had to lay off the pressing side of any of my exercises. Now, in the past, if I couldn't press, which means I can't bench press, I can't military press, I can't do push-ups, I can't do any of the fun stuff that give me the fucking pecs that I want to have, right? And we all know, guys, we all like pecs. We all know that fucking Monday is International Bench Press Day, okay? So I can't do that. Now, in the past, I would have been like, fuck it, I can't train. I just can't train because of that. But what I've been doing instead is doing everything in my workout that I can do aside from all those pushing movements. Did that for 2 weeks. So all of the pulls, all of the deadlifts, all of the squats, most of the body weight cardio stuff, I could do it. So I just did it. All I did is I took out of my program anything that involved a press or a push, okay? And I monitored my shoulder. Now, after 2 weeks, yesterday, I started putting in a bit of overhead pressing. And I found that some of the stuff I was doing didn't hurt. Some of the stuff I was doing did hurt. So this is what we do in this situation, is you tentatively try out the movement that was painful before. And if you can find that there's a certain part of that range of motion that you can do that doesn't hurt, then you can work within that range of motion. So for example, you may not be able to get a straight arm over the head press. But what you might be able to do is get a nice, quite steeply inclined bench here and press in this range of motion, okay? So you can press there, it doesn't hurt. You can press there, it hurts. So you just go there. And what you can do then is you can work through session by session or week by week and slightly increase that angle until you've then got, again, a pain-free overhead press. For me, some overhead presses, so I can do the barbell overhead press. It was painless. I did that today, 5 reps at 70. It felt fine, but holding a 12 kilo kettlebell, doing a one-handed press hurts, and so I'm not doing it. And you can apply this to a lot of the stuff in your training. There's no need to stop what you're doing because a certain element of your workout program can't be done. All it takes is a little bit of thought and a lot of patience to think around the problem and do what you can do while staying away from the things that hurt. So that's the first one, just do what doesn't hurt, okay? Secondly, stop doing what does hurt. So Joe's in here, he comes in, he's had some shoulder issues himself for a long time, from way before he came down the gym, through boxing and other bits and pieces, and they've been historical. So actually quite regularly with him, we do the stuff that doesn't hurt. But Joe's a kind of character, and you might recognize this in yourself, Joe's a kind of character that wants to push on, wants to push through the pain. Now, personally, I am not a fan of pushing through pain. Pain is there for a reason. It's a signal from your body telling you that something's wrong. So I'm not, in most circumstances, not a fan of pushing through pain. So on the other side of things, if you're one of these kind of bloody-minded, doggedly determined kind of guys that's got a very strong mindset, you need to know when to step back from something, okay? So with Joe, we have to stop him from doing stuff that he really wants to do, because if I let Joe do it, he'll fucking do it, okay? But I know that it's not the best thing for him. So Stop doing the stuff that hurts. Another good example, and I see this all the time, is deadlifting, okay? You know, if you're an experienced deadlifter, you know when the lift feels good and you know when it feels bad. But what I see time and time again is even though someone can feel the lift is bad, they still carry out the lift. And I'll say this to my own clients, I say, that was poor. Your setup was poor, or the lift was poor, or whatever, your positioning was wrong. And I'll get the answer, oh yeah, I could feel that. Well, if you can fucking feel it, stop it, okay? There's no rule that says just because you've touched the bar, you now have to lift it, okay? We're not samurais. It's not like we draw our sword, we must draw blood. You know, if you're in a position, if it's halfway through a lift or at the setup, especially at the setup, if the lift doesn't feel right, don't do the fucking lift. Step away from the bar, have a little shake off, refocus your mind, go back in and do the lift properly, okay? So yeah, there you go. Quick video. Do what doesn't hurt if you've got a problem around your body that's stopping you from training, and stop doing stuff that doesn't feel right. Stop doing stuff that's painful. Don't push through the pain. That's all I've got for you today, this afternoon. Have a strong Wednesday evening, and I'm sure you'll hear from me again soon. Peace out.